So my name is Marie and I'm the Executive Director of Swinging Europe. We are a cultural institution and we are based in Denmark in a city called Herning. And we work with talent development of young musicians, and we also work a lot with sustainability, social sustainability and environmental sustainability, and try to see how we can connect people through mostly music.
Hello! We are Kasia. We are standing at Odense Banegård, ready for the first train towards a trip to Hannover. We have a lot of stuff. And we are three happy people, very much ready for a nice long train ride.
So in this project we work with sustainability, we work with the social sustainability, but we also work with the environment to see how can we tour in a more sustainable way. It's both about to travel in a more sustainable way, not to fly, but to take a train. But it's also about the social sustainability. How can we as touring musicians not go and constantly be on the road? How can we spend more time in one place to interact with the local environment where we are?
The first thing that happened when we got on the train was the conductor in Denmark. He was like, "No, you cannot bring that," and we were like, "Yes, we can." And then we had to tell him about his own rules, and then we ended up in the wrong end of the train, so we had to move down to the other end of the platform. It was very chaotic, moving a lot of stuff from one end of the station to the other. And then the door closed in front of me. I was this close to not making it. It was absolutely bonkers, and nobody else should try it. It was very chaotic.
We had them in an Airbnb very close by. They traveled here by train, and they actually traveled to the Airbnb by train as well. So they had a small hostel room they could stay at.
And I just stood and waited. Waited. I've seen you've had actually quite the long hold in Hamburg also, right?
Was to actually get our stuff, go outside, sit down, and have a pee break, and grab something to drink, and then move back to the perron where we should be at, because it was flooded with people.
The part in Hannover was intending to have the first connection point between the bands, and to have sort of a networking as well, to have the Danish band find out about the city of music, Hannover, try to explore the music scenes here, which is not usual for if they would just be playing a concert here. They had the opportunities to ask people, industry professionals, to ask scientists about anything that may be important for future dealing with the music business.
We were at a gala, at the Hype and Friends gala. It was quite nice actually. Quite fun also to be at this event where everyone spoke German and we understood absolutely nothing.
We're waiting for the gala event to begin.
Yeah, we just arrived at the gala event, and now we're trying to understand what's in this paper. And we got Mike to translate it for us, which was quite nice.
But we understood it before.
No, we did not. We did not understand it before.
Das Bett so groß wie nie und ich schreib dir einen Song, den du eigentlich nicht verdienst. Jetzt bist du weg und ich bin immer noch bei mir. Tobst durch meinen Kopf, ich bin ganz allein hier weg. Fuck, du hast alles von mir mitgenommen.
Hearing Ole play for the first time, the band Cargo, it was quite nice actually.
Schön, dass ihr da seid. Vielen Dank, vielen Dank. Wir machen jetzt noch einen Song, der wird gut. Wir klatschen dann nochmal eine Runde zusammen und dann viel Spaß, ja? Okay, erstmal einen Riesenapplaus bitte für Felix an die Drums, ja?
We went to the Musikzentrum in Hannover, and then we got a tour of the place while they got our stuff in there, so we could set it up and be there from the start, so we did not have to move all of our stuff 70 times. When we went there, they talked about we had some workshops we could join in.
What about talking to the audience and to introduce a song? Did you do something like this?
Yeah, that's usually my role during all the talking.
So I would like to see you on the stage perform.
Ich mache heute für H&H das Stage Acting Coaching auf der Bühne. Ich gucke mir die Bands an, die Bands spielen, die dürfen sich wünschen, Sachen, wo ich nochmal beigehe. Also, wie sieht das aus mit der Bühnenpräsenz? Nutze ich das Spacing, also den Bühnenraum gut aus? Ganz einmal rundherum, so dass sie gefestigt sind, auch auf den Bühnen zu spielen, in den jeweiligen Orten.
I would like to know what you think of when you hear ecological and social sustainability in the context of touring.
I did a little discussion round which is called a World Cafe and seeks to be a very productive discussion with the most diversity of viewpoints about any future music topic. In this case it was the slow and deep touring, and we explored the topic in its concept and also practical application opportunities.
I'm Naya, I'm from the band Vacation. I'm one of the Danish people. So yeah, that's basically what I do. I'm the lab rabbit, if you want to call it that. Right now we're here and as you call us lab rats, we're trying to experiment with this touring and how it's the sustainable part of it.
Ja, ich bin hier für diesen Dänemark-Austausch unter anderem. Also ich fahre dann eine Woche nach Dänemark, genau wie die dänische Band Rehearse.
They're here from the last Sunday until Friday. They had some band coachings here today and they will be playing on the showcases tomorrow at the festival here. And yeah, we're very happy that you're here.
I think we're about to be ready. We just need a few small stuff to get everything working. And then I think we're ready. Very excited to play for a German crowd in a different country. It's the first time we're ever playing in another place than Denmark. So it's gonna be fun.
Deserve it. It's always you standing in front. You'll never even try, just admit it. Oh, I'm outside looking in on all the fun.
Yeah, it was our first international show. It felt absolutely crazy. We were kind of scared and nervous at first. We were afraid that there would only be like 4 or 5 people attending because we were a new name and so people would go outside and not know who we are. But everyone was there. People actually sang our song with us. It was extremely wild.
I work my ass off trying to impress, but when you do next to nothing, it's impressive. Bending over backwards while you have success. I'm always falling down while you are getting what you need.
It was nice.
Very fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. I think there are always mistakes and there's always things that go wrong. I forgot to sing at one point and I think technical stuff always happen. But I think there wasn't like a huge mistake and I think we solved all of them. I hope it's not noticeable, but you never know. It was fun and the audience was really into it also. I could feel that they really wanted to listen.
The Hype and Friends festival was actually quite amazing. Everyone knew what they were doing and everyone had their parts and it was quite amazing being there and also feeling how they wanted it to work out. It was so lovely. The concert went amazing. People bought our merchandise. That was also quite wild. We did not expect it at all and we did not expect to be so welcomed.
We slept, I think, 5 hours.
6 hours.
No.
Yes. Dad's coming to pick us up at the station at 16:33. It's currently 9:07.
Even trying, just admit it. Oh, I'm outside looking in on all the fun. I'm always falling down while you are getting what you need. You always have it all.
Back in October of 2023, the original idea of the project was to have a Danish band that comes from Herning and stops in both Hamburg and Hannover. However, unfortunately, the project partner for Hamburg backed out of the project rather early. We lost a project partner now. How do we do this? The idea that everyone settled on then was that instead of having one band go this distance from Herning to Hannover, we actually make a band exchange out of it.
But when you do next to nothing, it's impressive.
We're driving now to Hamburg and we have to wait there for like 1 hour. That's terrible.
We tried to communicate with the project people while being on train because we didn't know if we would get a car when we're here or if like the Danish people have to pick us up and like turn around 3 or 4 times to get all of us and the stuff. That was quite messy.
Jetzt bist du weg und ich bin immer noch bei mir. Tobst durch meinen Kopf.
I'm really excited for this journey because I honestly am excited to try out new ways to travel with gear. As you can see, we have a lot of them, and yeah, I'm hoping for a lot of fun and meeting cool people.
It's really hot in here. The AC doesn't work anymore apparently, and it's so hot and we're all dying currently.
People are walking up and down the train because it's so hot to get the air in the where you like get in.
Ja, das ist Quatsch. It took about, I believe in the end, it was 9 or 9.5 hours to get here. It was actually quite okay. I expected it to be much worse.
When we arrived at the house, we met Acacia, the Danish band, and it was great to see them again because we already met them in Hannover when they were in the Musikzentrum for the workshop and stuff, and it were really great to just meet them guys again.
We did have a lot of time to just hang out and chill, but the thing is, like, the planning was kind of awkward. I would have done it another way. I don't know exactly how I would have done it, but like when we had free time, it was not as free and long. I had to be motivated enough to do some real activity that's not just playing around or jamming or such a thing.
We just finished rehearsing, all set for tomorrow. We're really excited, we can't wait to play. Really excited to see the great location and all the people and playing. And we had a lot of fun rehearsing.
I went to school with 3 Norwegian people, and 2 of them spoke with a heavy dialect, and one of them just felt he didn't want to speak Norwegian because we never understood him. And the other one, she always tried to speak Norwegian and we always looked at her like, no. And the third one we understood fluently.
So we're just packing for the concert today. We're gonna play at the Herning Music Theater. Yeah. So we're just getting ready. The travel to the shows was very easy and chill. Since we had the rental car, we could easily pack everything up. We were not relying on public transport or anything like that. We could just go whenever we were ready. That was very, very easy. Not environmentally sustainable, in a way that we were driving with a diesel car, but sustainable if we look like at our bodies and at our mental health and like our motivation to play a gig at the venue, yes, very much. Because if we'd have to travel like an hour from here to the venue in order to just drive by car for 20 minutes, it's like there's worlds between.
Okay, so yeah.
It was so great. I had so much fun. Yeah, it was a really amazing show. It was really fun. We had a lot of fun on stage. It was really fun. Yeah.
I expected it to be bigger. In the end, we played for, it was maybe like 12 or 14 people, and 6 out of those were the people we traveled with. That was a little disappointing.
I figured it was because it was the hottest day in Denmark this year, probably. And I mean, like if you're in Denmark, the beach isn't that far away.
On Sunday we went to a forest. It was called like Mental Talk Forest Walk or something like that. We just went for a walk in a forest and there was no reason, and I just thought myself all the time why I am here.
Deep Forest Artland are a hike and social meeting place. Silence. A new experience and opportunity to relax mentally. At the same time, the art introduces a new element which creates truly unique conversation without any right answer or without demands.
Actually, I think I enjoyed this the most in like this whole week, because honestly I love to be in the forest, and yeah, it was a bit gimmicky because some of the artworks were just it's always the same with art. It's really subjective how you perceive it, so I perceived it as a bit like gimmicky.
Das klingt so witzig, Alter.
There's like a half step between them.
On Monday we just went to school in Herning and talked with like 30 children in the class about how you can act in a sustainable way and how you can, I don't know, just live your life in a sustainable way. And also we talked to them about music and if they play any instruments or stuff, so it was a great time.
Yeah, it was a bit hard to talk with them about like environmental issues or like what they want to be, because they are like 4th, 5th and 6th grade, and we not have that much in common. Like just one of them we made music, and like environmental is not a big part of their reality of life right now, more like their parents probably. So yeah, it was quite a bumpy ride, but it was funny nonetheless.
It was really fun just to talk to them, but just like Sunday I asked myself a lot, why am I here? I didn't know why I was there, so it was kind of weird because nobody told me.
People didn't really communicate with us what is expected from us, why we are here and what we are supposed to do. Like, for example, I still don't know what this project is actually mainly about. Like, there's a couple things in mind, but nobody actually came up to us and was like, hey, this is what the project is about. That's why you're here.
This was quite different than expected. We had some miscommunications about the specific activities and how they would relate to the intention. And the intention of the week in Herning was mainly focused on community engagement with local youth.
Oh, what is this?
Right now we are actually setting up for the concert. We're in like this big hall with absolutely lovely acoustics. can hear this clap for like 5 seconds, and afterwards we're gonna do our sound check and hopefully play for a lot of children who would like to hear it.
You should have listened. It was important.
I think my highlight was the concert on Monday, just playing for the kids. It was a lot of fun because they had, the sparkle in the eyes of the kids were really great.
I know that I've been hurt before.
Kids are always so grateful and stuff, and they wanted a lot of autograms and stuff. That's really funny.
So we are at this place called Landeriet. It's basically a place for people who did not fit in at school, and if they have like some sort of special interest in like field work or horses or just like animals in general, they can come here and like get an education on their own terms instead of like having to be rushed through the school. So they get helped by these special counselors who like teach them how to read and write, and then they can like get an actual graduation.
Clothes.
Nobody told us to wear work clothes.
Okay.
So
we told
we just
Sten, the old guy, Sten. We told him.
Oh
yeah. Let's take a handful and throw it over.
So today we are feeding some chickens, I think. For me it's kind of terrible because I'm vegan, and this is against every ethic I believe in.
We're stealing eggs from chickens. I'm not having fun. I didn't know we were gonna work here, and I didn't know this was gonna happen, and I feel very bad.
We just did some work on this machine. We changed the chains on it and I guess cleaned it a bit so it's ready for the next season of work. Yeah, and got our hands a bit dirty, but should have seen Casper's, they were worse. But yeah.
The idea would be to, in regards to this project, explore how music can be sort of a social can opener. What happens when music is introduced in contexts where you might not usually meet it, so it's a very given sort of venue, concert kind of relationship. What happens when you bring music out somewhere else? Can it highlight some ideas that can have something to do with the place? For instance, if you play at a farm, at a landbrug, does that sort of sprout, allow for new ideas to sprout, that you become more aware of the surroundings that you're in, and also with the people that you're together with? Does that inspire new conversations to kind of emerge from that afterwards?
I don't think I can imagine touring like that all the time. I think I will try to tour in a sustainable way and take care of sustainability and stuff, but I don't think that it's possible for an artist like at the point where I am right now to tour in the way that we did this week. But I think the project itself just reminded me that it's important to take care of that, yeah. I still don't think that it's possible to go by train when you're touring, so the project hasn't changed anything at all for me. But I think the time itself here in Herning were great, and we had a great week and had a lot of fun with all the people we met.
Warum hast du mich nicht mitgenommen?
I really loved it. I really loved how you had some time to meet the people around the venue, to see the city. Also just know some of the people who were going to stand in the crowd actually was also really nice. And then playing the show and going home afterwards, it felt like it makes sense, and I really liked it. And I think I talked with Naya and Kasper also about this, that if we are ever going to, hopefully we will play some more shows in other countries, that we should do this kind of like where we stay in a place a couple days instead of just going around. And I think if we hopefully will come back to Hannover again, but then we will hopefully also stay there for longer.
If this project ever is hosted again by the same people or different people, I'd love there to be better communication with the bands for the next bands, because this is kind of exhausting, always asking hey, what's next, what's the plan, because there's just no one with us communicating and kind of organizing everything, and we kind of have to do everything ourselves and ask twice or even 3 times what we have to do, what the purpose of this is, and so on and so on. So that's, I'd say, the only thing I'd like to give on the way. But other than that, this is still a great project.
This was sort of a surprise and maybe a disappointment, but for me this is not that important, because through also things that failed, we had learnings, and these learnings I can use to formulate a strategy for future projects. So this as well had some successes, even though it was a bit chaotic or maybe unplanned or surprising, yes.
We're gonna miss our German friends.
Yes, they were weird, but they were nice.
We liked them very much. They spoke a lot of German.
Yes, it was nice.
Miss them. Yeah. It's always sad.
We'll see them again.
Yeah, probably. Find them somewhere stupid. Meet them in a bar in Berlin or something.
Berlin?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hannover.
That's too far.
I'm gonna go to Hannover.
Hannover.
They have to come to Denmark again though.
Yes.
It'll be fun. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Take him off.
See you soon. We're leaving to the train station now. We just said goodbye to the Acacia band, and yes, we are excited for a train ride.
Yeah, excited to get home, but it was a great time. We had fun.
Great time, we had fun.